I'm overwhelmed. Thanks. I'm also excited to be here, but I'm exhausted. I haven't had a lazy day in forever. You know, where you just like hang out in the backyard and read a book or crash on the couch and watch a cheesy movie. Imagine if I was just up here for like 6 minutes talking about things I like to do when I'm being lazy. I guess people would accuse me of ripping off Bruno Mars. I'll take it by that reaction. You've heard that song. I'm pretty sure that they play that in Afghanistan when they're trying to recruit terrorists. How decadent is the West? Well, Rashid put on track number 4. The one where he's bored so he decides to get married. The one where he just wants to watch a fan all day. I don't think there's anything wrong with being lazy. In fact, I think that lazy people have contributed a lot to society over the years. Take the invention of the drinking straw. Do you think that was invented by Joe Active? No. Lazy guy. There was a guy who had his drink and he was like, I gotta do this every time I want a beverage? I don't think so. So he invented the straw, which could have been the laziest of lazy inventions, except someone managed to out-lazy him. There was a guy, he had his glass, had the newly invented straw in it, when he realized, wait, I gotta tilt my neck to use this thing? What am I, a triathlete? I guess I'll invent the bendy straw. I could afford to be more lazy. I could, whenever I'm out in the world, I always get myself into stupid situations. I guess one story would be, I was at a movie theater a while ago waiting for the movie to start when a guy tried to sit next to me. And normally, I mean, you know, if the theater's full, I have no problem with it, obviously. But when there's a lot of other seats to choose from, I think it's kind of weird when someone decides to sit next to you. And normally I don't say anything. Normally, you know, I just sit there and fight him for the armrest. But this time I decided to go with the this seat's taken lie. Except I didn't realize I was going to lie. I was kind of as surprised as he was. Which doesn't help you sell a lie. But what's he going to do? It's not like he can stand there and ask me a series of questions and then be like, aha, I caught you. You don't have a friend named Hamburglar. Oh, he's got to accept what I said. You know, so he and his friends slink off towards the front row. And I'm feeling amazing. Because I just stood up for something I believed in. As far as I'm concerned, I'm like the Rosa Parks of my generation. Yeah. Well, except instead of being a black woman who took a seat on a bus, I'm kind of a white guy who denied a black guy a seat at the movie theater. But otherwise, it's right on. I'm feeling amazing. But like I said, he didn't believe my lie. I didn't really sell it. And he keeps looking back at me, and the theater is getting full. And I'm realizing I'm pretty much going to have to let whoever comes for the seat next sit there. So who decides to come for the seat? But 2 preteen girls. Yeah, we look natural together. Them, me. Maybe I can split a popcorn with Chris Hansen. Oh, and they were white. So my white guilt kicks into overdrive. I think next time he's going to turn around and look at these girls, he's going to think that it was some sort of racist thing. I let the white girl sit down and didn't let him sit beside me. I started to panic. I started to go, maybe I should run down there. Maybe I should say something to him. Maybe I should say, I'm cool. It's cool. I've got at least like 3.5 black friends. So I learned something about myself. that night. I learned that given the choice between being mistaken for a racist or a pedophile, I go pedophile. Every time the guy turns around to look at me, I turn to the girls, I nod along to their story, I laugh when they laugh. I'm not sure who's more confused, the kids on my one side or my actual girlfriend on the other. The movie starts and I feel amazing because, you know, I managed to survive this lie, nothing happened. But as I'm leaving the theater, I see the guy standing in the lobby. And he's probably just there waiting for the rest of his friends. But in my mind, where everything sort of revolves around me, I'm convinced he's waiting there to finally catch me in my lie. And so I see the girls who were sitting beside me walking up ahead. So I jog up beside them. And one of them's finishing a story about a pair of jeans she just bought. And so I think, or maybe think is too strong a word here, I decide that this is the point where I can sell this lie once and for all. So as she's finishing her story, I say, you know, La Senza has a 20% off sale. We should all go. They start walking faster. I don't want to seem too creepy, so I'm like, I'm not going to chase after them. I'm just going to say, hey, all right, I'll meet you in the parking lot. Thanks a lot.